Good day, ladies. Join me in the royal cuts. Come on, ladies. So you know what today is. Today's Friday. It's Friday. People like to say, thank God it's Friday. I say thank God it's Friday for a different reason. I say thank God it's Friday because we get to sit and to chat in the royal cuts. So if you do not know what you're supposed to do when you come across us, you grab a friend, you tag and you share, and you let them know that we are on and we are going to go and dive into our topic. But before we do that, let us go ahead and introduce who we are to the whole world, because we're the best podcast there is. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce who we are. And in the meantime, you grab your cup of tea, your lunch, your girlfriends, and meet me here in the Royal Cuts.
Get ready for the RoyalTea Talk Show with host Portia Basham, the podcast designed for women who are looking to be inspired, motivated, and encouraged. Whether you're just starting out in your career or raising a family, the RoyalTea Talk Show has something for you. This is your opportunity for empowerment and affirmation. Get blessed with amazing stories from women of all walks of life who want to share their truths and victories and impact the lives of women everywhere. This is your cordial invitation to join us as we sip tea, chat, and empower each other on the RoyalTea Talk Show and podcast with your host, Portia Basham.
Ladies, well, welcome to another episode of the RoyalTea Talk Show. I am your host, Dr. Portia Basham, and it's indeed an honor and a pleasure to sit and to chat with you about the hot topic for today, which is the power of friendship. The power of friendship. So if you have not invited anybody, go ahead and do so. I did not even connect our Instagram friends today. I figured, you know what, let's just keep it on here, keep it on the YouTube channel, and let us just spend some time and chat, really dive into the power of friendship. We have all heard the word friendship. Some of us use it so mildly, should I say. Oh, this one's my friend, this one's my friend, this one's my friend. We always do that. But do you know that everybody is supposed to be in that little circle called friendship? So we'll talk about it. Grab a friend, let them know we're here. Spread the word, chat. Listen, it's going to be hot today. And I want to know about what your thoughts are on the power of friendship. What's your idea of a friendship? What's the meaning of friendship to you? Because everybody has a different way of looking at friendship. Everybody has a different way of thinking of friendship. And I want to know what it means for you. Hi, you have your tea. Listen, I got my tea today. Yes, I do, and my tea's hot because I just brewed it, so it's hot because we know our chat today is going to be a hot one. So grab a friend. Let me not say it again, but whilst you're doing that, let me go ahead and introduce myself. So I am your host, Dr. Portia Basham. I am your brand strategist, your business coach, your leadership coach. I am a 3-time best-selling author. I'm also the founder of the online community called She Ministries. This is where the leading ladies like yourself, we come together and we do a few things. Number one, we come together to learn how to balance life. Oh my goodness. And balance life, when we say balance life, we mean in all aspects, from our spiritual to business to home. We mean every aspect of balancing life. And as I say that, tomorrow we are hosting our monthly virtual meetup. So every month, the first Saturday of a month, we meet and we go through almost like a Bible study, but we spend time with each other, learning what thus says God for the time, for the month, and also praying for one another, being present for one another. It's a community thing. We cannot be the best we could be without each other. But anyway, let's not get ahead of ourselves. So I am your host, and it is an honor to have you, every one of you, stop by into the Royal Courts. We call it the Royal Courts, okay? This is not just, oh, we come in and listen in. No, you coming into the Royal Courts. So you know what happens in the Royal Courts? We gather in that court and we talk to each other. This is where we get our cup of tea and we chat. We chat about everything that pertains to women, from our faith, our friendship, our finances, the fulfillment of life. Because as we evolve, I love to say as we evolve, because we get of age. But as we evolve, things evolve with us too. Our habits evolve. Our way of life evolve. The things we would tolerate when we were younger, we do not tolerate it when we get into a mature stage of thinking and gracefully moving forward with the grace of God. So this is where we come into the courts and we do that. But today, I wanted to talk about the power of friendship and why we need that support network in our life. I know as we grow up, we've come across so many people. As women, we've come across so many people that we have classed as friends, and then along the way, it didn't work out that way. The person walked away. The person hurt us. The person said something that did us wrong, But as we move into life, we realize, and I hope you do too, and I pray that you do too, that the people we started life with is not necessarily the people we continue life with. Oh, come on. That right there is a sermon to preach all by itself. The people we start life with is not necessarily the people that we continue life with. I remember watching a sermon by Bishop T.D. Jackson. He said, you have to have the power to let go. You have to have the spirit of letting go. You have to have the courage to let go. There are people you started off in high school with, and they to this date are still your friends. Oh, come on. They've grown with you. They've cried with you. They've been with you. And yet there are people who you were friends with, like girlfriend, buddy. Hey, mommy, we couldn't do anything without each other. And y'all are not friends anymore. So not everybody could appreciate where you're going. Not everybody could appreciate how you're going to transition into the next you, into, evolve year by year. I believe coming into 2023, I believe the Lord has really opened up doors for a lot of us. He's beginning to make us see our purpose. He's beginning to make us see where he wants us to be. He's beginning to make us see very clearly who we are called to, who we are called to minister to, who we are called to assist, who we are called to collaborate with, who we are called to partner with. And because the Lord is opening our eyes to a lot of things, we, on the other end, we now have to start to evaluate who is with us, genuinely walking with us, who is genuinely holding us up. We see in the Bible that there were so many different relationships. You had David and Jonathan. Jonathan had the loyalty to his father, but Jonathan knew that he had to teach and help and be the friend to David. But in all of him teaching and being the friend to David, he was doing it secretly, because he had that loyalty to his father. Then you see Moses and Aaron. Moses and Aaron, as much as they were brothers, they were family, they had that relationship where Aaron was not only speaking on behalf of Moses, but also be able to hold Moses' hands up when Moses needed it. So my questions for you are, who's your network? Who's your network of people that will be able to hold your hands up? Come on now. I know I'm not asking an odd question. It just crossed your mind. Who are the people that when you are going through, you could go to them to hold your hands up? Who are the people that you could take from the valley with you? I call our valley experience to be our acquaintances. I always say to people, my acquaintances are many, my friends are few. Acquaintances are many, friends are few. I call the acquaintances more like my valley experience. You go in a valley, you're going through stuff. Let me tell you, you are going to go through stuff in life, and everybody is going to look the same. You got problems with your marriage, I got problems. You got problems with your kids, I got problems. You got this, I got this. Everybody looks the same. That's acquaintances. But when you start to go up that mountaintop, the air is thinner up there. You cannot bring all these people here with you up there. They're gonna fall along the wayside. Let me tell you, I had to learn that. I had to learn that yes, you are going up the mountaintop and you trying, because you know how we do. We say, don't forget me, bring me up the mountaintop when you're going, bring me up the mountaintop. Don't forget me when you're going up the mountaintop. And you're trying to bring those people up the mountaintop with you. And you realize they're slowing you down. You know why they're slowing you down? Because they can't. They're not built to walk it. Come on, people. I want to hear you in the chats. Tell me if you could relate to what I'm talking about. They're not built to walk that path with you. They start to complain that, oh, you think you all of that. Oh my God, why you want to do it? Why you want to do so? I don't understand why. They start to complain all along the way because they're not built to walk it. How many of us, we start to show up and push and do what thus says God, and all of a sudden we have somebody in the back and going, are you sure that's what this is the Lord told you to do? Are you sure this is how you're going to do it? And you are so busy trying everybody out of loyalty, out of friendship. Well, this week I think I had my fair share of that. I felt it. It was heavy. Listen, I've always been the strong one. I'm always the one to encourage you. I'm always the one to tell you what you should do and how you should do it. I'm always the one with the idea, the energy, carry everybody. But listen, this week was, whoo, child. I take a sip on that one. This week was, whoo, yeah. This week I had to start to think of who really is supposed to be with you and where they belong. Does that make sense? Because there's certain people that are, what should I say, like your advisors. They advise you, you go to them and you say, hey, this is the direction I'm going. And they'll be like, well, let's pray about it. What direction this is. They're your advisor. I think that everybody has a place for you to be. Not everybody you could talk. True friendship is like a marriage. Listen, it is like a marriage. It really is like a marriage. You have to spend time with the person. You got to spend the time to talk with the person. You got to spend time to know the person. It is. I remember TD Jakes said it the best. TD Jakes said, I cannot put everybody in as a friend because I believe I need to spend time with the person I call a friend. That right there was heavy. You cannot call the person a friend if the person doesn't spend time with you. How many of us have been in the position where we call somebody our friend, we spend time with them, we talk to them, and then all of a sudden one day you don't hear them anymore. They don't call you, you call them, they don't pick up. They just disappear. They just vanish. Before, I would have been running after this person wondering, what happened? What did I do? Talk to me. Are you okay? Talk to me. I can't do that anymore. I don't think you could do that anymore. You don't have that space to do that anymore. If the person walks, okay, there may be a reason the person walked. Go ahead. I gotta let you go. The family member walk, let them walk. There's certain places you cannot put the energy anymore. Because whilst you're doing that, you are deteriorating your own energy. You are pulling from you. They are sucking the energy out of you. They're sucking the time out of you, because the time you spend in worrying about what the person said, how they said it, why they said it, who they said it, you've just lost all your time. You've just lost the time, and they can't give it back to you. I believe everybody needs to have a space. They need to, okay, this person I could talk to about this. This person I could talk to about that. This person everybody should have a space, because I believe if you have a close net of friends, let's say you have 5 girlfriends, each girlfriend has a strength. And I want you to listen to where I'm going with that. If you have 5 girlfriends, each girlfriend has a strength. This one would be great at talking to for marital problems. She'll be able to advise you. She'll be able to tell you, listen, I went through this. This is how I handle it. Then you have another girlfriend that you could talk to about children, especially if you have a child on the spectrum. You want that one girlfriend that could relate to that child on the spectrum. And she will talk to you and say, listen, this is how I did it. This is how I handle it. This is who I went to. This is what it is. Your next girlfriend, listen, is the one that would fight for you. I have this one girlfriend. Let me tell you, I've known her since I was 12. And let me tell you, I call her Auntie Maggie. Auntie Maggie, I will say, girl, you'll not believe what so-and-so did to me. And she'll be like, what? And she'll be one of that friends that will come and fight. And then afterwards say, well, what we beat her up for again? But she got your back. Let me tell you what Auntie Maggie said to me one day, that I sat down and I realized she got me. And thinking about it sometimes gets me all tearful, because we never realize where we find ourselves in life. Maggie and I have been friends since we were teenagers, at the beginning of high school. We were in the same circle of friends, but the we have now, we didn't have then. And I think our friendship built up like about 17 years ago, where we talk to each other every day, maybe 3 times a day. But she got to know me and I got to know her on a totally different level than what it was when we were in school. But one day, a few years ago, Margaret called, and I guess I was busy or something and I didn't pick up. When I eventually got back to her, she said, listen, I cherish our friendship and I know the routine that we have. And if when I call and by the third call, I don't hear you, because we're in different states. If by the third call, I don't hear you, the next one would be a knock on the door and it would be a wellness check, because I want to know what's going on with you. I care enough to realize that you did not call at particular time or a particular day. You did not, so I want to know what's going on with you. And if I cannot get hold of you or your family or husband, I'm gonna send and check. Do you have a friend like that? I will call Margaret and I will leave a message and I say, I need a friend. And Margaret knows if I call and I say I need a friend, it's serious. Or any of my girlfriends that I consider as a friend and I say, listen, I need a friend. They will come and they will say, okay, let's talk about it. What's going on? I notice you are heavy today. What's going on? You're not your usual self. What's going on? Do you have a friend like that? Yes, we spend time praying to God and thanking Jesus for all the great he's done. But do you have a friend like Jonathan and David, like Moses and Aaron, or like Naomi? Listen, like Naomi and Ruth, where she said, I will follow you, I will support you, I will hold your hands up, I will pray with you. Do you have that support system? How many of us could go on our Facebook page listen, every one of us on our Facebook page have 3,000 friends, 5,000 friends, thousands of friends, okay? Some of us, we've never even met these people. We've never even, but they're friends. How many of us could go on that Facebook page and post and say, to meet my goal, my budget for the month for my business, I would appreciate it and I would be honored if everybody. You're just asking for one friend. Let me tell you something. Yes. Sometimes it's better to have that one that you could hold on to, that one that could hold you up, than to have 5 other friends. I could tell you now. But how many of us go on our Facebook page and say, I would like assistance to take to get to the budget that I need for the month, and say, anybody who could donate $5, $2, $3 into the business, I would appreciate it. How many of us would get people to do that? The people that they say that are friends. How many of us would get people to do that? How many of our friends genuinely support our business, come to us and say, hey, I need your service, and is prepared to pay the price without asking you, girl, without asking you for a discount or a freebie. I have this one girlfriend, okay? I've known her for years. And last year, she had her normal get together for her business. And she was struggling to get the budget to make the event. And that's okay. We have our moments. But I know how much it meant to her. So I said to her, listen, I'm going to cover the budget. I'm going to cover the event budget. Yes, you're going to pay me back. But it's okay. Let's make it happen. Let's think positive. Let's move forward. When the beginning of the year came, she called and she said, okay, P, I'm going to try to pay you. I said, I tell you what, make sure this is paid, that is paid, that is paid, that is paid before you pay me. But yes, thank you. I wanted her to do an event for me, with me. And she said, okay, send me the invoice. And I said, no, it's okay. It's covered. But the point I'm trying to make is, do not assume because you're friends that that you don't pay what the person's bill is. It's because you are friends. Come on now. It is sad to say, but not many will come into you all the time. They're singing they're your friend. Not many. So how many of us have that friend that we could say, listen, I want your service and I'm prepared to pay what your price is. If that person chooses to give you a discount, it's okay. But let me tell you, how many of us, I may not be able to post all your stuff on my page, but I will call and say, hey, what dress you got in the store that fits me that I would like? Or how can we work together? What services that you have that I need? Let me hear. This is how I pour into my friends. This is how I pour into your business. And then how many of us have that friend that will come and will always speak, woe is me? Always talk you down out of something. See that you're moving forward, and that is when they will speak all kind of fear and negative into your ears. In this season of my life, I'm going to watch who has my ear. In this season of my life, I'm going to watch who has my time. In this season of my life, I'm going to watch who has, my heart. In this season of my life, I'm going to watch who even deposit into my time. Okay, deposit into me, because not everybody's deposit is honest. Not everybody's deposit is trustworthy. Not everybody's deposit is what it is you need. Oh, that's the second person that keeps saying just one friend. Hey, come on now. It is a beautiful thing when you have people like this in your life. I know. I remember when I was living in Orlando. Do you know how I started the RoyalTea Ladies Society? I started the RoyalTea Ladies Society in 2008. But it was before 2008. I got married in 2005 and we moved to Orlando, and I realized I moved without a support system. I moved without my family, without my friends. And I decided, okay, I'm in a new place, new environment. I'm going to build my support system. And I remember there was the Red Hat Ladies. And I wanted to be part of the Red Hat Ladies because I heard how, they were having fun, doing this, doing that. And I remember when I called one of the chapters, they were not very nice to me. They were not very nice to me. What? Oh, Lord. Yeah, they were not nice. And I said, okay, I'm going to have to put my own group together. And I had these 5 ladies. Each of them came to me at different points, but for different things, if that makes sense. But they were all older than me. Their kids were all grown. I felt like I was the baby in the group. Actually, there were 2 of us like the baby in the group. But the point of the conversation was, whenever I said, hey, ladies, let's do tea. And I love to do that. I love to invite people over tea. They would show up dressed for tea. Hello. They would show up dressed for tea, gloves and the fancy outfit. We would have had tea for President's Day. We come over, we had full-fledged high tea. Mother's Day, full-fledged high tea. These ladies would have just showed up and we would sit and talk and laugh and cry and but these were my ladies. Then we decided we were going to take it out to the community. And let me tell you, it was a big thing. When I said we were having royalty ladies events, people were showing up. But the point is, it was my group of ladies. When we moved to South Florida, I was so disappointed because to me, I was leaving my ladies. I was leaving the support that I had. But how many of us know that when God is shifting us, the places God is going to shift you that everybody cannot come. And yet there are places God is shifting you that one person is going to say, no matter where you are, I'll find you. I got friends that I don't even see. I have never met some of them, but we've connected so well. I have this one friend I met in 2020, and I've gone through the ringer with her. And we have never met each other. We have never. Good day, Nicola. How are you? We have never met each other. What kind of friends do you have? Do you have friends you could depend on when you are heavy and you want somebody to talk to and they'll be able to keep what you said? Remember, Jesus had the multitude of people teaching to in the valley. Then he went to his 12 people midway up the valley. But when he had to go up that high mountain, he just chose a few out of his 12. What are you, who is in your corner? Who can you call on and say, let's pray with me? Listen, it's time to examine who is in your circle. It is. It is time to see who is in your circle and what it is they're there for. Every relationship, people say they come to a relationship and they're not coming in expecting anything. You come into a relationship expecting stuff. You come into the relationship expecting loyalty. You come into the relationship expecting support. You come into the relationship expecting attention. You come into a relationship expecting stuff. So you got to see what it is they're expecting from you, because everybody's idea of friendship is not the same. My idea of friendship is I should be able to take my wig off of you, or off my lashes off, and show you who I really am without you going, oh my God. Did you see? I should be able to tell you what my stories are without you having to go and tell it to the world. For those joining us in the Royal Courts, we're talking about the power of friendship. Do you have that friend like Naomi and Ruth, that friendship like Naomi and Ruth, where she said, I will be there with you. I'm not going to let you go. Do you have that friend, that relationship like Jonathan and David, where Jonathan taught him what he needed to learn, but still had his loyalty to his father, but he taught him what needed to learn. And trust me, everybody did not know Jonathan was teaching David how to be a king. Jonathan was teaching him the ropes, how you should sit, how you should hold a knife and fork, and how you should. But nobody else knew that. Do you have that friend that knows how to help you build in the background, but nobody knows they're helping you build in the background? Do you have that friend that you could call and talk to, laugh with? Do you have that friend that you could call and pray with? Now, do you also have the friend that will be able to tell you exactly what's going on, be honest with you, and you not hold it against them? Uh-oh. Hi, Reverend Pat. Reverend Pat says, I have two friends like that. One goes all the way back to junior high. Listen, I got me one like that too, baby. But do you have the friend that you now could appreciate them telling you what is wrong with whatever it is you're doing, and you not hold it against them. Because you don't want the friend that will always say yes to everything you do, knowing fully well you going down the rabbit hole and not tell you, baby girl, you need to turn around. You're going the wrong way. Do you have that friend? Yes. You need that kind of friend in your life. One of the things I remembered, I always say is, I do not want to be so comfortable with my apostle, my pastor, my friends, to the point that they cannot correct me. Because you in it, you may be not seeing the wrong that you're doing. How many of us want to tell of our husbands, and then we have that one friend that say, now, you know you were wrong for doing that. Go back and apologize. Come on. Yes. Welcome, Jackie. Welcome. We need to have that friend. Honesty, yes. We need to have the two-way honesty. Oh my goodness. Sometimes you want to tell your friend something that you know they did wrong, and you're sitting on there going, but if I tell her, will she be able to appreciate I tell her? I don't want to feel out of line. I don't want to feel bad. Now, listen to me. Good day. Yes, you need that friend. You be grateful for the circle you got, because some people out there are wishing they had that kind of circle. You need the friend that will be able to tell it to you in love. Oh, come on. Tell the truth in love. That's it. Baby, listen. I know you know. There's this friend of mine. Okay, let me put Samara. I'm going to put you on blast today. Samara always says, tell me the phrase you say, Samara. Oh God, what's the phrase you say? Is it, you understand what I mean? You know what I mean? It's something like that. So every time she says, she speaks, she throws in, you understand what I mean? And I said, okay, I tell you what. Every time you say that, I'm charging you $5. Every time you say a little phrase, you know what I mean? There you go. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm going to charge you. Simmer, I'm charging you $5 every time you say that. So mid-conversation, I go, oh, by the way, you owe me $100. By the way, you owe me $45. But it that was my way of just trying to curve that phrase from constantly coming up, because I know she wants to stop saying the phrase, but we had to find a creative way of her not continually saying the phrase, what they call it, out of turn. But that's what friendship is all about. Friendship is about me holding you responsible for where you're at and where you want to go. How many of us talk to our friends, our really close friends, and say, listen, my goal for this month is to do this, and we hold each other accountable. Listen, for the first 6 months, I don't want to buy anything for myself because I want to put it into my business. And then all of a sudden I see a dress and I say, oh, you know what? I'm going to buy this dress. And they go, I thought you said you didn't want to spend anything. Let's see what the chat is saying. Hi, good day. How are you, Miss Joy? How are you? Definitely have to know those that labor among you. Yes. And she also said, let us say it where we are. Say it with love and tact. Yes. You think that's a good way? Yeah, I'm telling you, we have this thing going on. I think my jar, she needs to start to pay up, because my jar is filling up inside of there. Let's see. Mine is, okay, I didn't see what you said. Mine is for, I always tell my friends, that's interesting, or if you like, and you wait for their real opinion. Good. You have to, because somewhere along the line, your friends come into your space, mainly because, and I want you to understand that, They're going to be there as your support. They're going to be there as your teacher. They're going to be there as your laughing girlfriend. But you got to know what each of them represent for you. You cannot go and talk to your single girlfriend about the problems in your marriage, because number one, she's not going to understand that. You cannot go and talk to, your girlfriend who doesn't have kids about your kids. She won't be able to articulate it. You understand? So you have to know what each friend, and when I say friend, I don't say it lightly. The people that you cherish, what each of them are there for. Let's see. Okay. Someone says she ain't got no money. Listen, this jar is full. I need a loan. My phrase for my best friend when she's getting out of hand is you. Oh my God. Maggie says to me, my friend from since high school says to me, well, if it was me, and I'm not telling you to do like me, because I know I have a little crazy streak. When every time you see she start like that, just know she's about to take it to a whole different level. She goes like, if it was me, and I'm not telling you to follow me, because I got a little crazy streak in me. But if it was me, this is what I would have done. But because you are, Portia, you are saved, sanctified, and Holy Ghost filled, let's pray about it. Oh, Lord, I tell you, it is so good to talk about friendship. It is really good to talk about friendship. This is good today. I just did 8 type of friends that you should have. Listen, yes, you need to know what kind of people that are in your circle. You need to. Friends that will pray with you, tell you like it is. Pray with you, tell you like it is. Some of us, we want them to be with us. We want them to be all dressed up and do the girl things. But do we have the space to actually hear what it is they're saying? Do we have that? Do we have that? The space to actually hear what they're saying. But I have not even gone into my notes for today. I've just been talking to you from my heart. I have not even gone into my notes, Yes, prayer and purpose. That's it. The power of friendship is prayer and purpose. I like that. Prayer and purpose. But I haven't even gone into my notes yet. And I think we've really covered, just the power of friendship, how we see it. Because we as women, we evolve. We really do, and we should not allow those that are not supposed to be in the circle just from being loyal. How many of us keep friends around just because, oh, I've known them for so long, or just out of mere respect? But that person talks so much out of line, but you do not have the courage. You do not have the strength. You do not have it in you to tell them, okay, we've done our time. We do not have it in us. David wanted Jonathan to follow him. Come on, Jonathan. Just forget your dad. And just follow me. You will have a life with me. You will have How many of us try to convince those that do not want to stay? They're just there for a time to come on the journey with us. We are always telling people, don't forget us, to take us on your journey with you. But are they really supposed to follow you on that journey? Don't worry, when I climb out the ladder, I'll take you with me. But are they really supposed to be on that journey? Are they really supposed to be climbing that ladder with you? As you evolve, I want you to start to think about the people in your circle. I want you to start to think about the people in your circle and what it is they are there for. See how they fit. Because if we do not take the time and do it in the month of February, do it now. Sit down with your cup of tea and analyze the people that are in your close network. Do they support you? Do they encourage you? Are they truthful to you? Are they loyal to you? And let me make you understand something. The person you call your best friend also has a best friend. I need you to understand that. They're not just your best friend and you know, they also have a best friend. And then the best friend has a best friend. So there's a chain. You maybe only know about the two here, but then there's a chain of a chain of a chain going on. So I want you to think about it, pray about it. Because you are reaching out to people that are not reaching back out to you, and it's hurting you. It hurt me to see that I was reaching out to people that I thought were my friends. And then I realized they weren't picking up the call. They weren't returning the call. Who's so busy can't return the call? Let me tell you, if you call a friend and they never return the call back, you could put them in the acquaintance pile now. Because I believe the same way in a marriage, if you do not take the time to return your husband or your wife's call, return, and say, hey, babes, you all right? Check on the person somehow or the other somewhere. Then you forfeited that friend ticket. You forfeited the friend ticket. Don't tell me I called you today and 5 months down the line, you still haven't been able to call. Why? Because you tell me you were so busy, you could not call your friend back, not even to send a text in this day of technology where you could do voice message, text me, send me a picture or something. Hey, babes, I'm cool. I'll call you back. Come on. And then, or it's a one-way street where I'm always the one calling you. I'm always the one checking in on you. Not once you thought of calling me. Not once you thought of, come on. Well, what? Well, no, I'm going to start to put you back into the acquaintance folder because you've lost it. We must nourish and nurture the relationships in our lives. We must. Listen, this one was needed today. It was needed for me. So I know it was needed for my ladies. Don't tell me I'm the only one pouring into you. Hey, sugar, what's up, baby girl? And you're on the other line. Hey, let me call you back. I'm a little bit busy. Okay. And then you never pick that phone to call me back. Hey, after 5 months, 10 months, a year, okay. It's all right. It will hurt. I'm not saying it won't hurt, especially those of us that take friendship seriously. And that's why I'm telling you, not everybody should be put into your friendship zone. I'm so blessed to have friends that pray with and for me, and they know I do the same for them and keep my circle small. Even had to end a 20-year relationship that you outgrew 20 years. Yeah. Yes. Some of us put our time into a friend. Some other people just stick it to mean, oh, yeah. The worst thing when you call the person friend and they call you acquaintance. Ooh, that's a different conversation all by itself. You call the person friend, but the person call you an acquaintance. You must value your friendship, yes. The pain was worth the Reverend Pat, we're talking about a different conversation all by itself right there. But I'm telling you, it's worse when you class the person as a friend, but the person class you as an acquaintance. It's even worse. But all I will say is, ladies, sit down and evaluate who's in your circle. And then I want you to sit down and evaluate what it is each of them mean in that circle. Find out what it is they need from you, because trust me, each person needs something from you. Each person needs something from you. And the worst part is sometimes when they get whatever it is they need, they're out of here. But find out what each person needs from you. Some people just stick around you for financial support. Listen, the story of this young lady that went to Mexico with her friends, and they did her wrong over there, and they were her friends for years. That right there took me completely out. Because it makes me realize that you could spend all these years thinking people are with you and for you. And all this time, they are not with you. They are not for you. They are envious of things you didn't even realize they were envious of. It was terrible. It was terrible because she trusted them. She trusted them with her life. She trusted them with her memories. She trusted them with her personal stories. She trusted them with her business. She trusted them. And all they were doing was being mean to her in the background because they were envious of where she was going and what she was doing. Sometimes holding on hurts. It does. Did she see the signs before? Maybe she did. There are many of us that see signs of when friendships are falling apart and we're just like, it's okay. They'll get over it. We see that it's about to fall over. We see that. And what do? We go and we try to fix it. We give it the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, they said things like that. But you know what? They didn't mean it. We give them the benefit of the doubt. Evaluate. I pray that this session really made you start to see and think and just sit down with your cup of tea and God and say, Father, these are my friends right here. Show me what each of them desire in life. That way I know how to pray for them. Show me how I could be that friend to them. Show me, and God, here's the next one. If they're not supposed to be in my life, whichever one of them not supposed to be, take them out before they hurt me. Just weed out, God, who not supposed to be in my circle. And let you be okay with that. Because if you ask God to weed them out, trust me, he's going to weed them out. You got to be okay with that. I love you, but I love you enough to let you go. I love you, but I love you enough to tell you just hurt me. I love you, but I love you enough to tell you, hey, baby, we need to spend time together. I haven't spoken to you for a while. I will call my friend Maggie and I would say, okay, it's been 24 hours and I haven't heard you. What's up? I feel neglected. What's up? Well, we just got to be there for each other. There are times you need it, but you need it on a genuine level. There are times you need it and you need it on a genuine level. People say, my husband's my best friend. My mother is my best friend. Okay, that's all well and good. Good afternoon. Donna, good afternoon. How are you? Welcome to the Royal Courts. We're talking about the power of friendship. There are those that say, my husband's my best friend. My mother's my best friend. I get that. But I believe you need to have your own circle of friends. Outside of husband, outside of your family. Now, don't go looking heavy duty for it. It will happen. Ask God to show you. Ask God to show you those connections, those people to collaborate with. I'll tell you now, there are those girlfriends that are business partners that will be a business partner girlfriend. And then there's those girlfriends that are girlfriends that will be your ride or die. I take them out with you, girlfriend. Okay. And then there's a girlfriend that will pray with you. Let me tell you, she will not be the ride and die. She'll pray for you. I have this one friend. Let me tell you, I said to her one day, I said, Jenny, let me tell you, if I'm about to jump off the cliff, I'll call you, because she'll be the one that will be telling me this. She'll be like, well, P, let's think about it. Do you really want to jump off the cliff? I mean, think about it. I mean, when you jump off the cliff, you're not going to see anybody anymore. You're not going to do this. You're not going to do that. I mean, when you take them out, you're going to have to go to prison. When you do, she'll be the voice of reason. I'll be calling her and I'll be saying, blah, 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 I'm blah, blah. And she'd be like, no, let's think about it. Do we really want to tell them all of that? Because you'd hurt their feelings. But let's do it out of love. Let's show them that you could talk to them out of love and da da da. She'll be the voice of reasoning. You need a girlfriend that has voice of reasoning. Now, you also need a girlfriend that's a fighter, because you want to know when you're ready to go into that battle. She will be, all right, let's go. There are different kind of girlfriends. Yes, you got all of them, but you have to know which is for where. Yes, listen, it's the truth. You got to know what each of them, fit into your life. Thank you. Hi, how are you? I send you kisses. I'm experiencing that journey now, and I have 5. Listen, I have a few girlfriends, and let me tell you each of them. So I have Maggie. Maggie has been with me since we were 12. I have Jenny. Jenny is with me in terms of my son on the spectrum, her daughter on the spectrum. We connected like maybe about 3 years ago. All right. I have Samara. Samara and I connected. I don't even know how, but we connected. I said, oh, let's see what outfits you got. And we connected from since then. Okay. So that's Samara. I have another few of my other girlfriends. We just call each other to talk. Hey, what you doing in business? What's going on? I think you need to do this and you need to do that. Let's make it happen. And then I have another girlfriend who is all about building her nonprofit. Okay, I haven't heard you. I haven't seen you posted. I haven't done this. Let's go. Let's do this. You have another girlfriend that's a prayer. Oh my God, she's going to pray with you. I'm like, listen, I'm going to be doing so and so and so. Let us go into the court, into the royal courts to pray to God to do this. Now, do you also have this one girlfriend that know how to tap in and hold on to God's coattails and say, God, my girlfriend needs this help? Do you know how to? You need that one girlfriend that when she starts to pray, opens the doors, and the two of you walk in to God and say, okay, Father, we are here. Let's talk. Reverend Pat says, I'm the voice of reason. Listen, I don't know if I'm the voice of reason. I mean, I'm the voice of reasoning. I am the voice of reasoning. Yes, I am. But I'm also the voice of what the heck? So it depends on the day, okay? It depends on the day. But yes, do you have that friend that when she opens her mouth to pray, just walks into just opens up the whole heavens and y'all are in? Everybody has to have a strength. What's the strength? And what's your strength to them? What is your strength to them? What do you bring to them? Okay? What do you bring to them? I love this topic today. And we could go on with this topic for a while, but I love this topic. As women, we are so busy hearing people say we can't work together. We are so busy hearing people say we cannot collaborate, we cannot be friends with one another, because we've seen how other people take each other down. We've seen how other businesses do not work with each other. We've seen that. Blessings, Dr. Kishma, blessings. Thanks for coming into the Royal Courts with us. But as women, we want to know that we could count on each other. You're not for everybody, but you're for somebody. Count on each other. Have that Naomi and Ruth experience. We need to be able to work with each other. We need to be able to genuinely listen to each other and not just wait for the person to finish so you could throw in your piece, but genuinely listen and give proper advice, and not just give advice knowing well the advice is going to put the person in problems, but give genuine advice. I want to know that I could count on the ladies that I call friends. Not everybody is in your circle, but put the right ones in your circle. Jesus had 12, and one of them was a Judas. But he knew who was the Judas. Every one of us maybe have a Judas in our circle. Do we know who the Judas is? The worst part is maybe we're giving all the information to the Judas for the Judas to use it against us. Wisdom, Father. Just give us wisdom as to how to just navigate that friendship life. Just wisdom as to how to navigate it. Because yes, our human nature crave the connection. Our human nature crave the togetherness. But our spirit man has to carry the wisdom as to who we should connect with. And that is what I want to leave with you today. Yes, we are all in need of that friend. Yes, we are all in need of those friends. But I pray that God give us wisdom as to who we should connect with, who we should stick with, who we should help, who we should hold their hands up or hold our hands up, who we should pour into, who we should just stand on the sidelines and watch because they're Judas and we got to be wise about it. I thank God for every one of you that popped in today. I thank God for every one of you that contributed your words of wisdom today. I pray that this episode was a blessing to you, because I want to know that when I come before you, that I'm able to empower you to be the best version of yourself. Sometimes we get to talk about things that cross your mind that you maybe just... So I want to encourage you to send me topics, text me, message me topics that you want us to talk about in the Royal Courts. Message me topics that you want to talk about. I would love to know what are the topics that are crossing your mind that you want us to bring and to address. Number 2, you want to be on here as a guest speaker, go ahead and send me your information, info@portiabasham.com. I'll be honored to have you as a guest speaker. Starting in I think we were planning on doing it in the last week of February, but most likely we'll do it in the beginning of March, if maybe the last week of February, but I'll confirm when. But we are going to be doing a 5-day challenge, and the 5-day challenge is to master the art of a peaceful life. Master the art of a peaceful life. And at the end of today, I'm going to post, so look out, but I'm going to post the link for you to sign up for that 5-day challenge with me. This is where we are going to dive into each day a different section of your life. Peace at home, peace within yourself, peace in your marriage for those who are married, peace with your finances, and peace in your spiritual life. Master the art of that peaceful life. I mean, I believe it is so needed. Because I think as the Lord is taking us and evolving us into being who He's called us to be, we need to start to put structure as to how things are happening in our life. Because we cannot take our 24 hours of a day and spend it worrying about things that are not in alignment with our purpose, not in alignment with the direction that God is taking us. I also want to encourage you, if you are on here and you want to work with us, you want to partner with us, you want to collaborate with us, go ahead and send us an email, info@portiabasham.com. We are working with a few clients to build their online academy. If you would like to be part of that, please let us know. We would be more than happy to send the information to you. In March, we have our upcoming second annual Leading Ladies Conference, and I'm super excited to start to introduce to you next week the speakers as they of who is going to be speaking into your life in terms of the business corner and the spiritual empowerment corner. I'm super excited about that. The Lord is definitely expanding She Ministries and also expanding the Purpose Woman Coaching, which also overheads quite a bit of the RoyalTea Talk and everything else. But I'm super, super excited that you get the opportunity to be with us as we evolve to do what thus says God in this season. So thank you so much for sitting with me. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, SHETV Network, do so, because you will get all the teachings on there. You will get the different programs that we offer to the ladies on there as well. If you have not subscribed to our podcasts, you could do so either through Pandora, through iHeart podcasts. You could also do that through Apple Podcasts. Go ahead and subscribe. Anchor as well, subscribe to, so that way you do not miss any of our teachings, one would say, or our podcast chats in the Royal Courts. Hi, Hortensia. I send you kisses. So ladies, without further ado, I want to say thank you so much for being here. This topic was major. It was needed. It meant a lot to take some of the things that I was thinking of off my chest. If you would like to advertise, oh my God, I forgot to say that. If you'd like my team and I to put together a video ad for you and to have you to advertise right here for your for whatever your programs are coming up or whatever your services are, let us know. We also offer that service. Send me an email, info@portiabasham.com. And it has been a pleasure and an honor to serve you and to sit with you in the Royal Courts today. You be blessed. And remember, you are saved, highly favored to do what God has called you to do in this season. I will see you next time right here in the Royal Courts for the RoyalTea Talk Show. Take care.
Thanks for tuning in to the RoyalTea Talk Show with your host, Portia Basham, the talk show and podcast designed for women who are looking to be inspired, motivated, and encouraged. We pray today's show was a blessing to you. Remember to tune in next time for your regular dose of encouragement and affirmation, so you can hear from other amazing women from all walks of life who share their stories and advice on everything from personal growth to living their dreams. So until next time, we look forward to seeing you to sip some tea, chat, and empower each